He's a multi-Grammy Award winning singer, songwriter, producer, and multi-instrumentalist, the talented Shawn Camp. Shawn, it's so good to finally have you on the show.
Thank you, Eric. Great to be here.
You know, I've been listening to you for a long time, but I got to tell you, this new album, The Ghost of Sis Draper, it's like, what a powerful album. And it only took you like 20, 25 years?
Probably more like 27 or 28. I co-wrote the whole entire record with Guy Clark. You know?
Wow. And you and Guy were so close, and obviously with all of the different artists you've worked with over the years, but it's incredible to me that it took this long to bring this album out, but also knowing the backstory, Shawn, to where Sis Draper was a real person that came and jammed at your house with your family.
Sure, yeah. I met her when I was just a kid, and my grandpa and my Uncle Cleve, they were like big fans of Sis Draper. And, but we grew up, I mean, she was raised around my grandparents, you know, they're same age.
Yeah.
And, so she was kind of an extended member of the family, you know.
Wow. Well, you know, and that's the thing too. I got to bring this up, Shawn, to where with this concept album, so many great songs on here, as I told you, listening through it. But it's like it's a concept where it travels through, and it felt like when I was listening to this last night and this morning, to where it's like this could be a play.
Well, you know, Guy. I mean, when I was writing the stuff with Guy, we talked about turning it into a play, and you know, that's the plan. I'm still working on the dialogue and piecing it all together.
In your spare time?
Yeah.
When you're not touring the world?
Right.
And also, you know, and some people may not realize this, Shawn, to where, you know, besides being such a prolific songwriter, you've had so many, you know, A-list artists, you know, from Willie Nelson, Garth, Brooks and Dunn, the list goes on and on, Josh Turner, that have recorded your songs, but also as a collaborator, you've worked with, obviously, Guy Clark,
yeah,
John Prine,
a little
Loretta,
bit, yeah.
Lynn.
Yeah.
It's like, and I got to bring up, you toured with Jerry Reed and with Alan Jackson.
I did. At the same time, actually, I was playing, I think I was Alan Jackson's first fiddler, and I was working with Jerry Reed at the same time.
Yeah.
And then eventually the dates started conflicting, and I ended up bowing out of the Jerry Reed band and stayed with Alan for a little while.
Right.
Not long enough, but you know, that's another story.
But you know what's so funny though, Shawn, is like I have known you as such a prolific songwriter, but also like with the Earls of Leicester, it's like going, you're a great front man too. I mean,
thank you, man.
Singing lead and everything. And these songs, you talk about musicianship. I mean, who did you bring on when you recorded these in studio? And I know you did it at a local studio too.
I did. We recorded this at the old Cowboy Jack Clement studio. It's now called Clement House, formerly known the Cowboy Arms Hotel and Recording Spa.
Which I like that name a lot.
It's beautiful. It's got a ring to it. Cowboy had a flair about him, and he was one of my best friends and mentors, and we played a lot of music together. But the musicians on this album, I went back to Arkansas where there's a legendary great fiddler named Tim Crouch that I've always admired just playing since I was about 14. I think I heard him play the first time, and I didn't even play fiddle at the time, you know.
Yeah.
But Tim Crouch is a world-class fiddler, but Mike Bubb, who's a great bass player, he's worked with me for years, and Chris Henry on mandolin, Jimmy Stewart on dobro, and Corey Walker on banjo. And I'd never played one note with Corey Walker until I hired him to play on this, and he fell right in. It was really
all sounds
fun.
so good. It sounds so natural. And once again, you know, you were raised in Perry County, Arkansas before you moved up here to Nashville in what, 1987?
Yeah, January of '87.
Wow. And so you're totally local now.
I'm afraid so. When I moved to Nashville, it was just a quaint little village, and it's changed.
But you know,
a lot.
but everybody knows you. It's like we were talking about, you know, Tom Bresh, to where, you know, a mutual friend of ours, and everybody speaks highly of you. And to be able to accomplish that in Nashville, which is, you and I were talking, I mean, this is the epicenter,
yeah,
you know, for songs and music and everything.
It really is.
And you just kind of move seamlessly working with all of these great artists over the years.
Well, I don't know. I've been blessed to be able to work with any heroes basically that were alive when I moved to Nashville. I ended up getting acquainted with them, or being friends with them, or writing songs with them, or recording or something. I've been
and also
blessed.
through multiple hairstyles.
That's true. You never know. You know, you never know when I'm not going to go see my barber for a couple of years.
Well, you can't now because also you've got the original hat on here,
Yeah.
and it's like this is the serious Shawn Camp look here. Now
it
back
does
here
look
is
a
the
little serious.
happier look.
Yeah, you know.
But
well, I just, I mean, the storyline. I mean, what's your photo going to look like that is like going to, like say, hey, this is the Ghost of Sis Draper. What do you smile for that?
But it looks powerful. I think it fits, Shawn. I think it fits.
I didn't mean to look mean and mad,
and
man.
the first thing I was thinking of too, buddy, when I'm listening to this album and I'm going, I love so many of the songs on here, and I love your voice on it and all of the instrumentation, but it's like going, you're playing some classic guitars on here, including your favorite D28.
Yeah, I brought it. It's over there in the case, but I guess nobody's going to get to see it today.
Well, we might have to look at it anyway. but also, when you're not taking, going in studio with your vintage instruments, you're also digging out a couple of the Collings.
Yeah, I've got a little D1 Collings that I really enjoy playing out on the road, and it's a great tool, really is.
Well, and you can keep the vintage ones for in studio.
Well, I don't know from 1 minute to the next what I want to play. I'm addicted to it like you are.
It is, it's one of those things, the playable artwork.
Right.
Well, I want to make sure too, I know you're going to have some cool merch. I hope with your face on here too.
Yeah.
And I love the photos.
Well, thanks. Nelson Hubbard took that photo.
And I heard there's going to be vinyl.
It's on order. It'll be in, I think, the first week of October. You can get it on ShawnCamp.com along with this. I've got some T-shirts and stuff like that for sale.
I'll tell you what, it's like however you consume music, whether it's through streaming or whatever, download the entire album. Be sure if you want to get a CD copy. I know if you go to Shawn's website, you can get one signed. Same thing with vinyl, and he's going to be out on tour. But by all means, go see Shawn Camp play live with this awesome band, because that's where you're going to get the full experience, right?
I believe so. Thank you.
All right, and you're bringing back the Ghost of Sis Draper, which is the final track. It's like you got to follow it all the way through.
Yeah, that's actually a medley at the end. I put 3 songs together, and The Death of Sis Draper, and Hello Dying Day, and The Ghost of Sis Draper.
I just love it. It just all flows so well. And I can't wait until you make it a play also.
Well, working on it.
Be sure and visit his website, follow him on social media, go see Shawn Camp live. Thanks for coming on the show, buddy.
Thank you, brother. Good to see you. Adios.